Ladies and gentlemen, in this RedGamingTech.com video, I'm going to be taking a look at Steam's Big Picture update, which basically allows you to control Steam from a Xbox 360 or other controller. It's basically there so that PC gamers can basically chill in their living rooms or what have you, and just not have to worry so much about having to click with the mouse and that type of thing. And in practice and theory, it works quite well. Now, that isn't to say that you can't use the mouse controls. As you can see, you can simply click on it, and for example, let's just click on Store, and we can say go through the Save Big. Hopefully it will load within a few seconds. There we go. See, it's a little bit slower, and for something like this, it does look a little bit reminiscent of, let's say, let's go with, I'm going to be using the controller for a little bit now. Let's say Microsoft's 360 store. It has definite similarities between them, and as you can see, you can just quickly go across the various games and you can pick them up or what have you. And obviously it's got all the other titles here, so it's fairly interesting to say the least. Now you've got web, so we can, for example, go to favorites, history, that type of thing, open a new tab. Now this is the really weird part. You can see just how this works. Now, for example, left stick will take you to various things. So let's say, for example, we wanted to go to, let's say, www dot, where the hell is the dot on this damn thing? Dot, let's just say, why the hell not? You know what I'm going to go to. See, now, I know this is going to be really slow for you guys. I'm still trying to get used to where the hell all the buttons are on this damn thing. I've never been one of those people that could type quickly using the pads, I'll be honest. There we go. And now we need E, and then dot, and then C, and then O, and then M. Okay? And how do we enter this damn thing? That's the question. Go, A. And as you can see, we've got it right there. I'm not signed into RGT, however, so it's kind of like an FPS approach, as you can see. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. You can open multiple tabs. You can also close tabs by simply pressing the X button. And as you can see, you can still, if for example you can't be bothered with that, you could just go to, I don't know, redgamingtech.com, and hopefully that will load. Okay. And there you go, which is obviously our website. So yeah, that's all dandy and fine. It's no real issues there at all. Quite like it. It's smooth. I'm not sure exactly how many of you are going to be wanting to use this super amounts, and for example you can add that to favorites by simply clicking on that, which is cool, and it shows a nice little heart icon to show that it loves you, and obviously that would then be under favorites. So that's all fairly simple. You can also use the R and LT buttons to go through the various tabs. So that's all cool. So, what are my thoughts so far on the whole thing? It has some interesting implications. What I would like to have seen is a more universal approach, and by that I mean, let's say for example you have a really beastly PC in your, let's say, study or what have you, it doesn't matter where, and let's say for example you have a laptop. It's not particularly powerful. It has, like, you know, a reasonable GPU, maybe an integrated system. Well, obviously that isn't going to be able to run something like, oh, I don't know, Black Ops 2 high resolution. You could argue that you're not going to want to play with that on pad anyway, but still. But let's say that you did. Let's say that that was the idea of it, and let's say that, you know what, that's, you know, what you wanted to do. Okay, you know, play single player on keyboard on a, say, joypad. What I'd really like to have seen is for it to be able to have streamed from the PC, and then basically output that to the other system, the laptop or something. I think that would have been really cool. So it's kind of like cloud-based within your own home. I think that would have been really awesome. And as far as I understand it from doing a lot of reading at the moment, you can't do that. It basically does recommend that you have a BC system, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think that would have been really cool. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. I have done reading and it doesn't seem like that's the case. Anyway, you can go to recently played, and you can see that I've been kind of messing around there with some games I've been recording. Been kind of getting into Black Ops Zombies. Although interestingly, a couple of the games I have played, I don't know if it's a bug on my particular system, but there have been a few games there that I have played that haven't actually popped up into my recent. I don't know why that is. So maybe it's just my thing. Maybe it's just the way I shut down my Steam or what have you. So I'm not really going to read too much into it. So yeah, you can see that you can buy whatever you want. You've got all your collections there, daily deals, everything else coming soon. Quick click on coming soon so we can see what's available. And you can see right there. So it's not anything amazing or anything like that. It's not like it's the most impressive piece of software or what have you that you're ever going to see in your life. It looks cool, and it works well, but it's not going to revolutionize gaming at the moment. I think it's going to be handy for those of us who do want to game in the living room, for those of us who don't, for those of us who just want to, use keyboard and mouse anyway, then it's not really going to affect us. For certain titles, those say Batman, Arkham City, those type of games, maybe Max Payne 3, you're possibly going to be happy with playing it like this interface, and it does work well, it's smooth, and it looks quite cool. I must say that the web browser is fairly interesting, and you can see that all the history's there. You can clear the history should you, be doing any nefarious things on your thing. So yeah, it all works well, current, and you can just create new tabs, or you can also press Y for shortcuts. This is obviously going to be one of those titles that you're definitely going to want to learn very quickly. So yeah, of course, I don't necessarily know if you actually have to put in the W's on this one. It'll probably work without it, to be honest. But, either way, you can also get to all the numbers by simply holding down the right button, and you can also go to different languages should you so wish, but for me it's not working. You can also got your, capitals if you want to be really mean to someone. So that's pretty cool. You can also notice that you can also go .com, so there are shorthands there as well, which I actually didn't notice before, if I'm completely and utterly honest with you, so that was a bit of a derp on my part. So there are some cool effects here. I think overall it's fairly awesome, and I'd say that it's definitely worth checking out. So yeah, obviously it's installed on Steam by default, so all you have to do is just click on the big picture icon on the top right hand corner of your Steam. Anyway, this is just a short and sweet video to show you some of the cool features, just in case you've not kind of messed around with it yourselves. Also, don't forget the sale is on until the 10th of this month. I have put out a video on that sucker, and there are some really good deals on it, so you should definitely check out the sale if you've not already done so. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I will see you guys around soon. Bye for now.